Welcome back to Soccer Unscripted, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of soccer from every angle. Whether you're a seasoned fan or just starting to explore the sport, this is your go-to place for all things soccer. I'm your host, Daisy Vigueras, and as a lifelong soccer enthusiast, I'm here to explore the conversations, debates, and overall moments that make this sport so captivating. Today, we're diving into what it takes to compete at the MLS NEXT Pro Academy level with a special guest from LA Galaxy Academy. He's coming off an incredible season, and we'll be exploring his soccer journey, how he got started, the challenges he's faced, and the dedication it takes to play at such an elite level. Please welcome Jair Torres to the show. Thank you so much for joining me, Jair. So, can you share your soccer journey so far?
I've been playing since I was 4, playing around local leagues and local parks, going to a team that old coach I know, MVP FC, then going to TFA. After TFA, went back to MVP, then left MVP, went to LA Breakers. From LA Breakers, I went to LAFA for 3 months, and then I ended up here at Galaxy.
What inspired you to take soccer so seriously at such a young age?
My parents got me into it, and then after that, the love started coming from me, and then it just means everything to me.
So what does a typical day look like for you balancing training and school?
Well, I go to the stadium at 7, and then I wait a little, and then we train, do gym. And then after that, we go to the school, and I work for like 3 hours, have learning coaches there to help us, and then I just get my work done.
As an MLS athlete, your schedule looks pretty full, so would you say you have time to socialize with friends outside of training?
No, I wouldn't. And during the season, I especially have to be locked in all the time. Even on my day off, I still train and still work hard.
How would you say you handle the physical and mental demands of playing at this level?
Well, I have to take care of my body, I have to stretch, roll out, and do all these other things. Mentally wise, I feel like it just comes from you, making sure you grow and then learn from your mistakes and just move on.
So what would you say is maybe the key skill that you work on to improve your performance on the field?
I wouldn't say there's one key skill. I feel like, especially during games and practice, I try to work on what I'm good at, making sure I stand out in that. Obviously, I still work on the things I'm not good at, but then I'm trying to show everybody what my strengths are and use that to my abilities.
What mindset do you have on the field, and do you think that elite players have that separate them from just other players?
The work ethic and wanting it more, making sure you're pushing yourself, because it's at the end of the day, it's you versus you.
As an academy player, do you find it difficult to maintain a certain standard throughout the year?
Yeah, it's difficult making sure you're always locked in at 100%, because one bad day or one bad practice, it could dictate if you're going to start or not.
Yeah, no, definitely. And within your team, how are you guys able to maintain a positive environment and still hold each other accountable?
It's all about communication, making sure there's constructive criticism and not bad blood between us, and always lifting each other up instead of lifting us down.
Yeah, it's honestly really important to stay positive. What would you say has been the hardest part of playing at the elite level?
It's all mentally wise, making sure it comes from me, working hard and pushing myself during training, making sure that I push my teammates and I also push myself and get better every day.
Yeah, definitely maintaining that mental aspect. So have you ever faced doubts about your ability or the path you're on?
Yes, last year, U15 season at the start, I wasn't starting, and it had to come within me if I really wanted it, and I had to push through.
What advice would you give to other young players wanting to join a professional academy?
You have to play well. Everybody's watching, and you never know who's going to be at your game watching you, and they're going to want to see you play, and you just have to perform.
Well, thank you so much for being here today on the podcast. It was a pleasure having you.
Of course.
Today on Soccer Unscripted, we welcome Ronnie, a rising star with the 2011 Galaxy team. His journey of dedication and sacrifice inspires players everywhere. We'll explore his challenges, growth, and what drives him to succeed. Welcome, Ronnie.
Thank you.
So let's jump right in. When did you first realize soccer was something you wanted to pursue seriously?
I first realized at my first club around 7 years old when I was standing out to people and they were giving me compliments on how I played and how good I was on the ball.
And what steps did you take to join the Galaxy team?
Simply just working hard, being consistent, and being disciplined.
So what would you say are some habits or routines you changed to elevate your game?
Some habits that I changed was probably keeping a healthy lifestyle, hydrating more, and some routines I changed was going from 1-a-day trainings to 2-a-day trainings every day.
And how has going from one training to two training affected you, physically, mentally?
I just needed to focus more on recovering my body after because I was really sore.
How would you say, what steps do you take for recovery?
Well, I do ice baths after training, so.
How did you stay motivated during difficult times in your journey?
I stayed motivated because I knew that people make mistakes, and the good thing is that I learned from them. And shout out to my dad for never letting my head go down or my self-esteem go down.
What skills or qualities do you think helped you stand out?
Some skills that I stood out was winning my 50-50 duels defensively, playing with intensity, and how confident I was on the ball.
Can you describe the most challenging part of your journey to Galaxy?
Probably the scouting process because I knew that they were watching every game and I was afraid to make mistakes.
So how did you overcome that fear of making mistakes?
I just knew that I had to play like how I play because they scouted me for a reason.
Do you remember which game it was where you were being scouted?
Yeah, I remember. It was against my old club, my old coach. It was at Silver Lake Sports Complex. It was at 12 p.m. and I was a little nervous, but I was excited. And I remember I played my best game that tournament. And the scout left 20 minutes before the game was going to end. And good thing he left because I missed a wide open shot last minute of the game to win it. It was bad. But overall, I think I played great. And even another teammate of mine got scouted to Galaxy.
That's great. What role would you say your support system has played in helping you get here?
He's played a very important role, keeping a positive environment around me, telling me that anything's possible and always believing in me.
And how do you stay focused on your goals while balancing other aspects of your life?
I just focus on one thing at a time, taking things step by step. But if I have to pursue one goal over the other one, I will.
And what advice would you give to players trying to break into competitive soccer?
Just to play with passion, want it more than others, and simply just work hard, be consistent, and be disciplined.
Yeah, that's some great advice.
Yeah.
And how do you approach improving your skills both on and off the field?
Just keeping a clear mindset, setting goals for myself, and self-reflecting.
What has been maybe one of the most memorable moments playing for Galaxy so far?
One of the most memorable moments was playing against my old club, playing very well, and scoring actually 2 goals on them.
That must be a great feeling.
Yeah.
What does being part of Galaxy mean to you personally?
It means a lot to me. It was always a dream of mine as a kid to be in a professional MLS Academy. Now that dream became a reality, I think I could accomplish even more in my future.
What were some unexpected lessons you learned on your path to joining the team?
Some unexpected lessons I learned was working 10 times harder at training, playing my full potential, and how competitive the environment was.
That's amazing. And how do you handle nerves or pressure before really important games?
Simply just having confidence in myself and telling myself I'm the best player out there.
That's a great mindset to have. So who would you say has inspired you the most in your soccer journey and why?
Probably my brother. Just simply going to his trains every day, seeing how good he was, motivated me to even be better than him. Training every day with the mentality I want to be a better player than my brother.
And do you still train with your brother now?
Yeah, I still train with him.
That's great. That's brotherly love there. What does your off-season training look like?
My off-season training looks like waking up at 5 a.m. every day, going to train, and just working on my craft and my weaknesses.
And what sacrifices did you have to make to reach this point?
Some sacrifices I made was not having a social life like others do because I'm either training, recovering my body, or doing something that benefits me in soccer.
That's a really big sacrifice to have made. How do you approach teamwork and building team chemistry with your teammates?
Just having positive conversations with them, celebrating each other's successes, and bonding with my teammates.
Is there a certain success that sticks with you now?
Probably winning Real Salt Lake 2-1. We were so happy about it, and we came together as a team and won that game.
And how do you celebrate successes, big or small?
I just reflect on them, which motivates me to even accomplish more.
And what are your goals for the future for soccer?
Some goals: making my professional debut with LA Galaxy first team, moving to Europe and playing in one of the top leagues over there, like the Premier League or La Liga.
And what would you say would be maybe one of your dream teams?
Probably to play for Real Madrid.
Thank you so much for joining me here today on Soccer Unscripted.
Of course, of course.
Once again, thanks for kicking it with me here at Soccer Unscripted. I'm your host, Daisy Vigueras, and this is The End of the Game.